Hi guys, my name is Pau. I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and I want to share with you my informative speech. As you know, we are immersed in a global pandemic, and this is why I wanted to explain the pandemic itself in this speech, but it has been really tough to explain it in 5 minutes. It's impossible because there are so much stuff to explain. There is so much stuff to explain. So I finally decided to switch it a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about symptoms. What are the symptoms, and the protocol that we are following here in Spain. As you all know, it has been really tough for some countries to overcome the situation. We were in a tragic situation. It has been really tough. For example, here in Spain, we were locked down for a month and a half. So it has been really tough. This is why I wanted to focus on the symptoms and the protocol that we are using here in Spain. To overcome this situation, here in Spain we design like a protocol. Every country has their own, but here in Spain I think that our protocol, I mean, it's fine. So this is why I wanted to share it with you guys. So to understand the symptoms, we have to go back 10 months ago, and we have to understand that the virus that started in China is not the same virus as we have nowadays. The virus muted, it's different, and you could appreciate that the number of deaths during these last 2 months, it went down significantly. So what are the symptoms? What do I feel? So a lot of doctors have been studying the situation, and they finally arrived to a conclusion. So this conclusion, we can define the symptoms. So the first symptom is higher temperature, the feeling of flu, stomachache, vomits, loss of smell and taste, and as you could read on the news, the COVID is directly related to our respiratory system. This is why we have breath problems and the feeling of suffocation. We cannot breathe properly. So here in Spain, if we have these symptoms, what are we doing? So if I have it, the first step is to call 061 number, to call to the 061, and they automatically they are gonna give you a visit, video conference visit with your doctor. The doctor is visiting you, and you can explain to the doctor. You can explain the symptoms and how are you feeling. The doctor is gonna evaluate the symptoms, and it's gonna it's gonna make a decision and say, all right, maybe the symptoms could be from COVID. So if the evaluation of the doctor is positive and he thinks that you may have the COVID, he's gonna automatically give you a test, PCR test, that is a test that it shows you if you have COVID or if you don't, if you have the illness or don't, or you don't. So it's really important to make the PCR test. So what are the professionals doing? As you can see, I'm working on the hospital and I'm helping the people to overcome the situation. So if the people is positive, for example, one person it's positive on the PCR test, then the professional job is to take all the contacts, make a list of the contacts of this guy, and call the contacts and tell them, all right, you have been in contact with a COVID positive, so you have to stay home to 10 days, from 10 to 15 days. So the protocol, we're gonna do like a summary of all the ideas that I explained during this video. First of all, if I have symptoms, I have to call 061. Then I have a visit with the doctor. If the doctor says, all right, maybe this person can have the COVID, I have the PCR test. So if this PCR test results positive, then professionals like me, we are in contact with this person, with these people, and we have to make a list of contacts and call the contacts saying that they cannot work, they cannot go to school, they cannot do anything. They have to lock down for 15 days. And as well, as you can imagine, the person that is positive, he has to stay locked down for 15 days as well. So here are the steps that we are following here in Spain. It's been really tough. Now we are better, and I think that we have to keep going and fighting for it. So thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy it.